Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the heavyweight bout between Andrei Arlovski versus Jared Vanderaa. So how I see this fight, let me see. But yeah, so how I see this fight is I think Jared Vanderaa is going to bring a good challenge for Andrei Arlovski. But ultimately, I feel like this is a typical fight that Andrei Arlovski at this current stage of his career is winning. Jared Vanderaa, very questionable grappling. So I feel like Andrei Arlovski, if he wanted to, he can make this a very easy fight. But I feel like with a lot of these older fighters, that glory days like 20 years in the past, even though if they have grappling in their back pocket, like they don't look to use it. They might go for one or two takedowns, maybe one takedown a whole year. Like that's not even me exaggerating. Like they go for one takedown a year. Even if they go against a guy that literally has a zero ground game, if they already did that one takedown for the year, they ain't doing that in no fight. Like I guess maybe their body's so banged up it probably hurts them to do grappling, or they just it's so exhausting it's not worth it, or whatever they may see. But whatever the case may be, they don't really grapple like Cub. If he would look to grapple, this would be a first round submission or first round TKO very easily for him. But I think it's gonna be a case where Jared Vanderaa is a pretty underrated striker, especially after saying that one fight. I'm forgetting the name right now, the guy he fought, but yeah. But it was the fight he won, not his last fight where he got destroyed on the ground, but his fight prior to that. By the way, definitely some clean striking. I wouldn't say he's no super world class striker or anything, but I definitely think he has his tools enough. If he could find the chin of Andrei Arlovski, he could put him away, and there's definitely a clear path to victory for him. And I think he does have the skills to get there. He's not just a guy that's swinging big shots. He has to send him shots well. I just think Andrei Arlovski just is more technical than him, much more technical, much better footwork, and gonna be able to angle out a lot of those shots, and not really allow him to plant and land nothing with any significant power. And I see this as very much a point fighting fight, just like a lot of these Andrei Arlovski fights of this era. Like he's an older fighter with a questionable chin, and also he has not been knocked out in a long time because he's using his footwork more. He's taking these fighters and putting them in these chess match type fights, and given the fact that he has more experience, and heavyweights typically aren't the most technical, and he's one of the more technical heavyweights, one of the more experienced. This man has been fighting when these guys were in diapers, so he knows the game, and he knows his strengths, and he knows his weaknesses, and he plays to his strengths. And I think Jared Vanderaa is going to have a hard time taking him away from his strengths. I don't think Jared Vanderaa has the speed or the footwork, but he does have the power, and he does have some sneakily good technique. But ultimately, I think it's the case where a close fight, Jared Vanderaa might find opportunity in this fight, but ultimately it's going to be Andrei Arlovski moving Jared Vanderaa the way he wants to move him, landing his shots, and then exiting. So he can be playing tag, and Jared Vanderaa is going to be having a hard time catching him. So in this fight, I have Andrei Arlovski via decision.